Good morning, everyone. This is Gail, and I'm here today to teach you how to make antojitos. Antojitos are a really great little hors d'oeuvre that you can make the night before, bring it to a potluck. Usually people really love them, and there's only a handful of ingredients, very, very easy to make. I learned this recipe from a good friend, Spencer Wingate, who taught it to me years ago, and I've made it many times. I think you'll enjoy it too. So here are the ingredients. Okay, so the first ingredient we're going to use are tortilla shells. So you get the largest size you can find, which is usually the 10-inch. Bigger is better for this recipe. It's easier to spread your cream cheese and to do the rolling, and you get more of each antojito when you're done. So get a package or two, depending on the size of the crowd that you're going to be entertaining. Your next ingredient is salsa. Any flavor you like, any heat that you like, medium, mild, or hot. The flavor I got today is peach pineapple, but you can really get anything that is your favorite. Next, cream cheese. I like to go for the low fat. And then diced green chilies. These you can buy them right beside the salsa and the tortilla shells in the store. And then I usually like to get the dice so that I don't have to dice them myself. So it's a little bit of a time savings there. This particular day, I'm going to add some of my own jalapeno peppers that I grew last summer and froze. So I'm going to mix these into the hot chilies for use in the recipe. And then last but not least, we have shredded cheese. And I usually like to get the Mexican flavored or the Mexican cheeses. There's usually more than one type of cheese in there, and that makes the flavor all the better. So those are your ingredients, just those few. Very, very easy. Okay, so we have all of our ingredients, and now it's just a matter of putting them together. Very simple. You start by taking a tortilla shell. You make sure that your cream cheese is softened. And then you're going to spread a thin layer of it over your tortilla shell. You're going to do this over and over for each one, however many you want to make, one package or two. Usually I find that a package and a half of tortilla shells is what I get through before I run out of my other ingredients. But whatever works. Whatever size group you've got that you're trying to feed. Okay, this tortilla shell is looking pretty good. It's almost all covered with cream cheese. Now I'm going to take salsa and put 2 tablespoons on the lower half of the tortilla shell. So here's one, here's 2. And then I'm going to spread it along the lower half. Okay. Then I'm going to take some of the hot chilies, which in my case I did mix those jalapeno peppers in with them, so it's going to have a little bit of a bite. Alright, so I'm just going to put a little sprinkling. Maybe a half teaspoon. And then the last ingredient is to take your shredded cheese and sprinkle it across the other 2 ingredients you just put in. Okay. Now what you want to do is roll it. Roll it as tightly as you can without having all of your ingredients come out the other side. And that is the reason for putting it only over the lower half of your tortilla shell, just so that you're not making such a mess. So start rolling as tightly as you can without pushing too much of your ingredients out. So you're rolling, incorporating at the same time. But then as I reach the end, I just close it. Try to make a nice tight roll. It's not as tight as it could be, but it'll do. And then you're going to make a pile of them into a plate until you have them all made and ready to chill. You should probably chill them for at least a couple of hours, or overnight's really the very best thing. Here's what they look like made up. Notice how there's a whole bunch of them. I'm just going to put saran wrap over the top and chill them. So now we're going to see what they end up looking like the next day when you're ready to serve them. Our Antojitos have chilled, so they're ready to be cut up and served. Let's cut the ends off. The ends are mostly empty. As you can see, it's just tortilla shell and a little bit of the filler. So I cut the both ends off, and then I take the remainder of the Antojito and slice it into bite-sized pieces. Okay, take a platter or a plate and you sit them upright. And there you have your Antojitos, ready to serve, very tasty with a nice little bite, usually a crowd pleaser. So I hope you enjoy this recipe, and good luck with it.